Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Sag at the foundation, please? What do we have for Sag at the foundation? Five of Cups, Cancer energy in reverse. Okay, what do we have at the sacral? So I feel like you guys are moving on from something having to do with your stability, something having to do with your foundation. Hermit, Virgo energy at the sacral. You guys have been starting to get some sort of clarity. You guys have gone inward. There's been some sort of spiritual illumination around why you kept ending up in these same relationships. What do we have at the solar plexus? It's like all these individuals, too many cards, were sent into your life to really, it's almost like they went out of their way to keep you out of stepping into that North Node position, otherwise known as your purpose. It's like they did everything that they could to make sure that you didn't step into any sort of happiness in your life. It's almost like they were hired. Right? You're starting to look at them now like those people kind of seem like they were placed in my life with some sort of a script. The World at the solar plexus. This was some sort of karmic cycle of just dating the same people over and over. Just people that led you further and further away from what it is you're actually supposed to be doing in this life. Right? We all have an allocated position in this universe. Think about that. There's a home position for all of us. Every single one of us has a home position where we're going to be the happiest that we could possibly ever be. We're going to be functioning out of our highest vibrational self. We're going to be living out our purpose. Every single one of us has that assigned spot somewhere on this planet doing something that's in alignment perfectly with us. And it was all assigned to us before we came here by God. These are our Akashic records, essentially our blueprint, right? It's like our instruction manual. What do we have at the heart? It's like we were birthed into this lifetime. And see, this was the agreement, right? God sat us down, right? All the angels at divine headquarters sat us down and they're like, hey, Sag, okay, we got a mission for you. You need to go to Earth and, we're going to wipe your memory of what it is you actually have to do while you're here. And all the Sages were like, okay, well, sounds kind of hard, but okay, I'll do it. And they're like, and we also can't give you your instruction manual. We can't give you the blueprint. We can't even allow you to access your Akashic records. So your whole life is going to be a mystery. But when you finally find what it is you're supposed to do in this lifetime, your life is going to become a miracle. It's going to be blissful. You're going to be able to manifest anything with ease because you're going to be in alignment with us. You're going to open up that channel of communication. We're going to be able to communicate with you while you're down there as to what you're supposed to be doing. This is how I see it, okay? This is how I personally see it. Ace of Pentacles, boom, and here comes the blessings, right? Goes along perfectly with what I just said. You get into that allocated position in the universe and the blessings just start flooding through. You complete this karmic cycle of spinning your tail with people who are trying to keep you out of stepping into this North Node position. See, there's us and them. The thems are the ones assigned to you, assigned to us, to keep us out of stepping into this power position, right? To help raise the collective vibration. They're assigned to us by the devil, okay? Eight of Swords at the throat. And see, the interesting thing is here, once you start to realize this and you wake up to this and you start to find your purpose, you start to see how all of this was like this self-imposed restriction. And you're probably wondering, well, how could it be self-imposed if I didn't remember? When you start to remember why you're here, The hardest thing is to break out of those cycles because you almost can't believe what you're being told intuitively. Once you unblock that intuition and you open up that channel, open up that information highway between you and the divine, you almost can't believe what you're downloading. So you step out on faith, right? Stepping out on faith is removing yourself from the self-imposed restriction. A lot of us will stay inside that energy for a while, right? We're fighting with what we're getting intuitively. We can't believe it. We're like, no, this can't be, right? We start to wake up to the fact that quite possibly we were something of importance in a previous lifetime. Maybe some sort of a pharaoh, maybe some sort of a leader somewhere, right? And that these lower demonic energies came into our life to keep us asleep, right? They posed as our parents, as people who loved us. And then when you start to wake up, all the demons are like, oh shit, right? And those demons are like your parents. This is how I see life now that I've stepped into my purpose. Because I see now how every single person that was in my life up until the point that I stepped into my purpose, every single person for the most part, okay? Probably like 99.9% of the people I ever came in contact with was trying to keep me asleep. What do we have at the third eye? I just saw the Fool, so it's just having this hope, having this faith, and this is what's coming to light, the Moon, Cancer energy at the third eye. The illusion has lifted. The truth is coming out. You're trusting your intuition. You're allowing these changes to take place. There is some sadness when you first step into this energy. Look at the Moon. That's you, like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. My mother, my father, my siblings, really? How could this be, right? But the thing is, once you align with the divine, you start to lose the emotion attached to all those individuals because you start to see them differently. You see them as Agent Smiths, right? You see them for their demonic nature. These are people that are wrapped up in materialism, shallow behavior. They're all about what's on the surface. There's no depth to any of these people. And when you start to wake up to this, it's almost like all these people are kind of the same. You start to see how they all kind of parallel. Queen of Wands at the crown. So I feel like this is how you're seeing a lot of these people. These people posed as like fake leaders in your life. They just wore a costume, right? Whenever I see this card, it's like somebody wearing a costume. They just kind of sat down on a throne that they bought off of like eBay, right? They've got like a styrofoam leopard there. It's just an energy of people posed in your life as people that could help you up level, help you find your purpose. Because I feel a lot of you have always been looking for your purpose. You've always been wondering what you're supposed to be doing in this life. And that's because something has been knocking at your intuitive door. Like, hey, wake up, Sag, we're here. We got this information for you from the divine. And the demonic entities are telling you that faith, using your intuition to guide yourself, is all hogwash. It's just a load of crap, right? And you trusted these individuals. You thought you could. For a lot of you, they were parents, so you didn't see any reason not to trust them. They programmed you. And this is the reason why you felt like you could always trust them. Queen of Wands, also your energy there, Sag. These individuals have had you functioning out of a place that is not in alignment with who you truly are. They tried to make you mirror reflections of them. What do we have at the foundation from the Occult Tarot? Six of Pentacles, Amy. This is just an energy of struggle. They always wanted to keep you in the struggle, so you would always need them, Sag. Whether it be emotionally, financially. It's an energy where they always had to have a little bit of their energy on everything you did. It's like they were your caretakers. They were assigned to you to watch over you, make sure you don't find out the truth. You know, when I started to find out the truth about all this, everything I'm speaking about here, I dealt with horrendous pushback from everybody around me. I had a group of individuals actually try and kill me. Oh, yes. Yes, that actually went down. I had people push me out of living situations for no reason, push me into a state of poverty. I had to lose everything before I completely woke up to the truth about life and about the individuals that were in my life. I very much felt like Truman in the Truman Show when he walks to like the edge of the set and he sees the ladder going up and he realizes he's just inside a big dome. That's how I felt when I completely woke up. Exactly like that. That all the people in my life up until that point were all there just for me. Just for me. It was a sick joke. And I cannot tell you, Sag, how true to life that movie actually is as well. If you haven't seen it, I highly encourage you to watch that movie. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it, though. Six of Pentacles at the foundation. What do we have at the sacral? Seven of Pentacles at the sacral. This is an energy of spinning your wheels, never getting anywhere. Right? Always working hard to achieve something. This has to do with your purpose. But in the 11th hour, things would just, I don't know, never come to be. They would never come to full manifest. And it was all because of the influence you had around you, or you have around you. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the solar plexus? Ace of Wands, Azazel. This is an energy of not using your intuition. It's an energy of setbacks, obstacles. It's an energy of always being weighed down by something that has nothing to do with you stepping into your purpose. It's an energy of distraction, obstacles. It's an energy of you always being creatively impotent, not being able to step into your purpose because of the energies around you. It was a cycle, the world, at the solar plexus. Your solar plexus is all related to your confidence. It's your self-image. It's your drive. That's who you are. They kept you stuck in a cycle of who you are not. Ace of Wands at the solar plexus. What do we have at the heart? So we have a nano, perception of unity. That's Six of Swords from the Angel Tarot. And then we have Andras, folly, which is the Chariot from the Occult Tarot. So this is like Chariot in reverse. This is you giving up all the time, losing your direction, going the opposite way from your purpose. Folly, right? They were always having you wrapped up in something. I look at some of these people now that were in my life, keeping me out of my purpose, and they were all these kind of like tricksters, you know. And when I think about how they would show up on like a low vibrational demonic plane, like if we could see them for the demons they really are, these are like the trickster demons, right? Everything's always funny, right? And not funny in a good way, but funny in a bad way, like laughing at your failures, laughing at you. I just saw somebody dangling a piece of cheese in front of a rat and not allowing that rat to ever get it. This was the energy that you were stuck in. This is what they did to you. Folly. This is the energy that you're stepping into, or you need to step into. Six of Swords from the Angel Tarot. This is an energy of moving on, Sag. It's an energy of, for some of you, having to move. You know, if you're in situations like this, I highly recommend it. It's just starting from a clean slate. Oh my God, It's going to be so much easier for you. It's too hard to have these kinds of awakenings when the people who kept you trapped are in your environment. I tried to do it. It didn't work. It didn't work. You have to go it alone. And this isn't for everybody. There's only a select few of us that are supposed to take these paths. If you're like the Sages that I'm reading for today that are listening to me, you're selected to take this path. This is not for every Sag out there. You're not going to be able to handle it. This is a path for very brave individuals who allow their faith to guide them and know that when you step 100% into that faith, you will be protected. You will be provided for. Okay, what do we have from the Angel Tarot at the throat, please? Page of Cups at the throat. So this is this very studious energy you guys now move into once you have illumination around what's taken place here. It's like you just wake up one day and you're like, oh my God, this is not where I'm supposed to be right now. There's another place in this world where I'm supposed to be. It's like an energy of, I remember when I woke up to this, it was like, it's like I didn't make it to class or something like that, right? You're in school and you sleep through your alarm clock and you're rushing around. You're like, oh my God, I'm late to school. It's this kind of energy. You feel like you're late to something because you're not where you're supposed to be, right? And here you are. You're like, oh my God, wait a second. I'm here. It's like you missed the bus to Divine University, right? You missed the bus to the Ghetto Nuns Divine University. It's that kind of energy. This is what they want to keep us trapped in, to where we forget. And before I had my final awakening, I had many small little awakenings, and I would always go back to sleep. Back in the Matrix. And I would think that everything that I thought about my little awakenings was just all a bunch of crap. It didn't matter. I have too much other stuff I need to keep my mind on, paying bills, paying rent, all this other stuff. And then when I finally had my final awakening, everything changed. My living situations, my money, my career, everything changed. My jobs, my relationships, with my family members, everything changed, and everything changed for the better for me. Okay? A lot of these people will make it seem like you owe them something. Sag, you don't owe anybody anything. You only owe yourself something, and by understanding this, you allow yourself to give yourself completely to God and the divine. So we can open up that information highway and guide ourselves through our purpose in this lifetime, do our job, energetically speaking, by raising the collective vibration, and voila. Cycle complete. Mission complete. This is why we're here. Some of you guys might be working out, or they're encouraging you to. I feel like there's an energy to support that for you guys if you decide that you want to do that. Look how ripped he is. See, the thing is, too, when you wake up, the way I was saying, your health does change. The first 6 months, I still work out regularly every week. I work out multiple times a week. But that first 6 months, I was working out twice a day because I felt terrible. I felt this change inside of me. I felt like, honestly, you know what it was? I felt all the little demons that had been planted inside of me leaving. Right? Because I'd spotted all of them. And demons are behavioral patterns, right? It's conditioning. That's what it is. They're these lower vibrational energies that are blasted onto you to cause you to act in alignment with what they want you to be. That's what demons are. They're behavioral patterns. Angels are also behavioral patterns. So that first 6 months, I was working out twice a day. I'd go in the morning to the gym, and I'd go at night. And I completely changed my physical appearance in 6 months. It was pretty wild. And I feel for a lot of you, if you're just now stepping onto this path, this is what I feel you guys should do too, because it's really going to help you transition into this energy quicker, easier, and you're just going to feel, more powerful. You're going to feel stronger. Okay, and a lot of people who step onto these divine paths, this is what they do because it aligns with our purposes, right? Being in top shape, physical conditioning, it's in alignment with divinity. What do we have at the, think about Jesus. He was lean and mean, right? Queen of Pentacles at the third eye. This is you guys just now stepping into this very fertile energy, creatively fertile. Fertile with intuitive knowledge. When you start to wake up to this and you step into this energy, you'll start to look at your life that you were living before this as it was like you were trapped in something. It's like it's that Eight of Swords depiction there. You were trapped, but you didn't know you were trapped. They did something to our minds, making us feel like we needed to be there. What do we have at the crown? Boom. Strength. Hakamiya. Leo energy. Whenever I see this guy, that's like you, Sag, and all your angels lifting you up, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it, I made it. I made it, I woke up. Are all these blessings for me? And they're like, yes, Sag, they are. They've always been yours. All these demons tried to hide them from you, but we're here, we got you. You're good. Don't worry, you're not alone. Loyalty, delivery from those who would seek to oppress, brings victory. Sag, you guys just need to connect and align with your spirit guides and the divine to help you get through this energy. The Sag Collective has been through some horrendous karmic cycles, some of the toughest. All right, Sag. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like a personal reading. All that information can be found in the description below. And thank you for your donation, Sag. Take care.